Hello everyone, Dreamy Wolf here, and I welcome you all to my video of the making of my Stringy Sonic plush recreation, or UFO Sonic, however you might call him. I've made this video before actually, but it's been a while since I've made that video, and also because I've made some recent changes to my plushie, so I wanted to make a new video covering those changes, and also because I wanted to bring this video back for my new channel. Now, before we begin, I just wanna say quickly, I am not condemning any kind of bootlegging or piracy with this plush. This was all just a fan project of mine, and because I had some free time, so why not? So, with that out of the way, let's begin. So, the reason behind the recreation of this plushie is because I've been hearing about this plushie for a long time now. I always thought the Sega Sonic merchandise from Japan has been always very interesting to me. However, these plushies and merchandise are sometimes very pricey or rare, and they are out of my reach, sadly. So, with a little encouragement, I've decided to give it a shot and make my own one. So, remembering my previous attempts at making plushies in the past, I've decided to learn again how to sew, and also remember my mother's tips in how to do this kind of stuff. And so I decided to go ahead with this project, and I decided to not turn back with it. The first thing I did with this project was to search images of the plush itself, just so I could determine the pattern of the plush and write it down. Some of the patterns, like the head, were very easy to track down, but the pattern of the stomach and torso were kinda difficult to get down, so I had to come up with one for the stomach. Some of the parts of the plush were not that hard to track down, since some of the parts were just flat pieces of felt or strings, just like the name of the plush implies. For the material of the plush itself, I had some felt in my home around, so I decided to use that one for my project. But the material I used wasn't accurate to the plush itself. But then I later didn't care about it, since I could just give it my own personal touch. So after getting both pattern and materials ready, I've decided to start with the head, because it seemed like the very easiest part to make. As you can see on the screen, I'm showing pictures of the ball being made. After finishing making the ball for the head, I've decided to make the parts of the face first. In the 2018 rendition of the plush, I thought the pattern of the eyes and muzzle were incorrect to the plush itself, so I remade them, especially the muzzle itself. As you can see in the pictures I'm showing on the screen right now, I've added a small circle in the muzzle just so it can make the nose pop out and for the smile to be noticeable more. The eyes and the nose were hot glued to the ball while the muzzle was sewed into the ball. To finalize the head, the last parts I worked on were the spines and the ears. The spines of his head were sewed into the head, while the ears were somewhat of a combination of sewing and hot glue. And just like that, the head was finalized in one night. In the next morning I worked on the torso and the arms of the plush itself. While the arms of the plush weren't that hard to make, since the name implies stringy, I used a piece of yarn for the arms, since it was the only kind of material that I had available that was similar to the shoelace of the plush itself. So, with a flat white piece of felt, I formed the hands of the plush, and then I glued it to the piece of yarn, and then the arms were easily formed like that. While I had the pattern of the torso ready, it was the hardest piece to get together because I had to sew it into the head later on. However, it ended up looking nicely though, so I'm not complaining. And finally, the last thing I did for the plush itself were the legs and the shoes. However, it was hard to get it into the body itself, since I had to make sure the sewing of the torso wouldn't break apart while I was gluing the legs to the torso itself. Just a quick tip, never use regular glue with this kind of projects, because you'll end up making a huge mess on your table. And also because it won't stick to the piece itself, so please use hot glue for this. And so, one night and one morning later, my Stringy Sonic slash UFO Sonic recreation was finalized. So, here's the final product. And here's the final product. One thing I should mention though is that I messed up in the sewing part of this plush, as you can see here. It was made very poorly from my part because of my skills, and I didn't choose a fitting color for the felt. However, I'm very satisfied with it. I'm very happy with how it turned out. As you can see, it can cover its size. It can also put his hands on his stomach, so you can make him pose like he's resting or something. Yeah, like this. You can also pose him in a smug way, like this. Yep. Another thing I should mention that I messed up not including was this part of the plush that you could use to hang it on walls. But like I said before, I'm very happy with it. I'm very satisfied with it. So it's not a big problem for me at all. And so, this is the conclusion of this video. I thank you so much for watching. I hope I entertained you this way. I've never done this format of video before, so I thought to give it a shot. I also hope this encouraged you to make yourself a Stringy Sonic for yourself. Just for fun. I'll be fine with it as long as you don't use it for bootlegging reasons or something malicious. But again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a good morning, day, afternoon, or night, depending on which time you're watching this video. For the time of this video, wash your hands, wear a mask if you're going out, and I hope you and your family stay safe in these insured times. Goodbye and take care.